Hey goddesses and gods, kings and queens, welcome back to the channel. I have been MIA for the last couple months because I was traveling, and I deeply apologize about that. Being on the road, it was really difficult for me to stay grounded and do all my channeling and work from the road. So I'm learning a lot about myself when I travel for long stints of time and I'm not in one place, that it's really ungrounding for me and it's difficult for me to stay consistent in doing work. But anyways, regardless of that, we are going to do, this is going to be the fire signs. So we've got Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius in this video. And this is going to be your February forecast. So let's see which cards I'm being asked to use. For Aries, we'll start with you. We're at about a minute, so I'm gonna timestamp these and I'll put those into pin that top comment to let you guys know the timestamps for each of your zodiac signs, and make sure that you watch every single one of your rising and moon sign as well, so you get the full scope of what is in store for you for this February. All right, so what do my Aries babes need to know today for the month of February? Thank you, Spirit, for using me as divine vessel of love and light and bringing through only the highest and best that will help my tribe move forward and navigate. All right, so from here we're going to break these apart and let's see what is in store for Aries. What are my Aries working on this month, Spirit? What are my Aries babes working on this month for the month of February? I know we're already kind of in February a little bit, but you still have the rest of the month. We have the Ace of Swords reversed. And what do my Aries have to look forward to? Ooh, we got 3 cards that fell out. So we got the Four of Wands reversed, which is usually like in the twin flame journey, this is union. So I don't think we're going to get union because it's reversed, but we did get the Three of Swords upright and the Five of Swords upright. So I'm going to give you guys a better run through of this after I read through all the questions, pull all the cards for the questions. So what are my challenges or lessons that my Aries are learning this month? We have the Eight of Cups that came up sideways. And what is the spiritual guidance or solution? We have the Fool upright. And then what is the overall energy that my Aries babes will be navigating? The Two of Coins. So I'm going to pull clarifiers for these as well. As I pull the clarifiers, there's going to be even more information that comes through. I'm already getting a lot for you, Aries. Whoever's watching this that's an Aries or has Aries in their rising or moon sign, you've been going through a lot, probably in the midst of relationships and navigating that. So this is going to be my clarifier cards for my Aries babes. All right. Can I get a clarifier for this Ace of Swords, please, Spirit? Clarifier for this Ace of Swords. Okay, Spirit. Okay, can I get a clarifier for this second? Perspective, the Sun, and Justice reversed. All right, can I get a clarifier for this Ace of Cups? Oh my goodness, the whole deck just exploded. Too many, Spirit, too many. Okay, there's a lot here. Okay, let's try that again. Can I get a clarifier for this Eight of Cups, please? Okay, so we got the Starseed upright, which is the Fool, and then the Two of Crystals reversed for that Eight of Cups. Okay, and then can I get a clarifier for this other Fool card, please, Spirit? Queen of Swords and the Two of Cups reversed. Yeah, there's a lot here in relationship, whoever is an Aries who is watching this. And then can I get a clarifier for this Two of Coins, please? Oh, Spirit gave me a lot for this one. We got the Eight of Crystals reversed, the Moon upright, Awakening upright, and the King of Crystals. So let's get into your reading. So they didn't want to give me a clarifier for this. Let me ask one more time. Can I get a clarifier for this Ace of Swords now, Spirit? Do you have anything for me? Oh, yep. Okay, here we go. Temperance and Three of Cups both reversed, and then the Ten of Cups upright. Okay, so Aries, whoever is watching this is an Aries as a rising, moon, or your sun sign. There is a need for new perspectives, for a new way of looking at things, for a new way of seeing who, not only a different way of looking at things, but who you are in the world. You can read actually my my last post on my Instagram, the written post, not the reel. This will speak a lot to that, about choosing who you're stepping into being right now. And we get that choice. You're needing to step into something, into more abundance, into seeing yourself as an abundant being, as literally having all the love that you're seeking. And you can actually watch the reel I just did too on Instagram, because this speaks to that, about not seeking outwardly what you can produce within first and foremost. And so then we have the Three of Cups and Temperance reverse. So there's an imbalance happening in like you're not happy, you're not in a place of joyousness, of celebration, and that's the shift that needs to happen. You need to find things to celebrate. You need to find things that light your heart up, that bring your heart levity and joy and lightness, and that literally light your soul on fire. Like that's what you're needing to focus on right now, to change your perspective on what quote unquote is in the reality of your life at this moment in time. And you need to start shifting into the reality that you're creating. And you need to just keep your focus there and find balance in that, because right now there's not balance there. There's a great imbalance in your life, and it has to do with relationships. And it's in the relationship of what I'm getting is mind, body, spirit. So there's a misalignment happening of what you're asking for, what your higher self actually wants, and then what's being created, what you're like, the actions that you're doing in your reality. I'm getting that those three are out of alignment. And so once you can get and hone in and find clarity on getting in sync with mind, body, and spirit of what your higher self actually wants, not your ego self, but what your higher self actually wants, that balance will come in, and you will begin to create this abundance of love, of wealth, of friends and family and support. But it's a huge perspective shift that's having to happen here. Okay. And so that's what you're going to be working on this month, okay? And what you have to look forward to, which doesn't really feel like a amazing thing, but it's work that's coming in this month for you, is if you're trying to find union, if you're trying to find balance in your relationship, if you're looking for a partner, there's something going on where there's too many people involved, whether that's you asking for advice from your friends and family and reaching out to other people to ask for advice. There's like this need to come inward, or there's a person in your person's life, and it's like there's just, there's decisions that are needing to be made, but you're not being the first choice here. There's a mask that's being worn that with this Five of Swords that's needing to, like, you're needing to see behind the facade. You're needing to understand red flags that are happening, or, stop telling yourself any sort of it's going back to that trifecta I'm getting really clearly of the mind, body, spirit. It's like your ego wants one thing, your soul wants another, and then what's happening in your physical reality or what you're going for is not in alignment. So it's like with that distortion in your field, with this like trifecta energy of these three things needing to really, instead of being a pyramid, it's like they need to come together into a straight line so you can receive fully what it is that you're asking for. But you have to take, there's a mask here, there's like something that's being hidden or not seen, and it's, what I'm getting is, it's maybe not so much somebody else in your reality, like maybe you're not dealing with an actual person in a relationship, but you're wanting something. And so this could also be something very, very reminiscent of, like, again, it's the three swords through the heart, right? The trifecta. It's like needing to bring everything into alignment with what your heart and soul really, really want. And to stop, to pay attention to the red flags of what the patterns of what you've been allowing or letting in. And once you do that, you can find this union. But through that, a perspective shift has to happen. Again, watch that reel and read my last Instagram. If you guys want to go to Instagram, my Instagram, check that out, because this is like the separation of the old version of ourselves and then the new version of ourselves. And we're needing to choose that new version of ourselves right now. You need to be the focus. It's not this other person. It's not the partnership. You need to be the focus. You need to be giving yourself all the self-love and self-care and nurturing and energy that you would be outputting, or that you want to be outputting to somebody else. Again, there's this justice card. There's an imbalance there. And once that stuff gets balanced, you're going to find that relationship. You're going to find that harmony and that foundation. This is what the Four of Wands is. It's like creating a strong foundation, but with somebody. It's like union, right? So it's like you're creating that strong foundation with yourself so you can let somebody in to really teach you how you need to be treated and how you want to be treated. Okay, and so what are the challenges or lessons? That feels like the challenge or lesson that you're learning this month, but it's a lot to do with the heart, right? We have the Eight of Cups and it came out sideways, and then we had the Two of Crystals, and then the Starseed, Two of Crystals reversed, and then Starseed upright. So you've got the Starseed or the Fool card upright twice in your reading here. It came through as, what is your spiritual guidance or solution? Like, you're too focused on what has been lost. You're too focused on the negative. You're too focused on the heartache or the pain or the grief that you're feeling. And it needs to be shifted, and you need to start focusing on what you're creating. You see how she's like holding this orb of energy at her heart center? What you're creating in your heart, you need to really get clear on that. You need to really focus in on the alignment of mind, body, and spirit, and get like, just, I have a Patreon, if you remember, I have a Patreon meditation. My new moon meditation is really calling in that future version of yourself, and then calling in any other entities or energies that are going to support you through that as you move forward over this next moon cycle. So I highly recommend, if you're looking at how to, or needing support and how to like anchor in and toggle to this future version of yourself and what you're creating, to go over to my Patreon and sign up for the 1111 Awaken membership. And that one is going to really help you create that energy and that vortex. And then we got the Two of Crystals, which was reversed. So balance needs to happen in your physical reality. That's what I'm getting. The crystal suit is all about our physical reality. And that is actually, you guys got this again twice, the Two of Coins, as what is the overall energy this month for you that you're going to be navigating. So this is something that's really big. If we got these cards twice in your reading, one, you're needing to start over, take a leap of faith, step out on your own, and start to harness this new energy, create the container for what it is that you're really truly wanting. And it needs to be in alignment for it to come about, right? And so this balance needs to happen. It's not happened yet. It needs to happen. All right, so what is the spiritual guidance or solution? Again, there you go. You got that leap of faith. You're going to have to step out on your own and take a leap of faith. And this is, you got the Two of Cups reversed and the Queen of Swords. You have to be in control of your mind. You have to be in control of your thoughts and not letting your ego get the best of you, not letting the story kind of spin you out and get you into a whirlwind of how things are, because you're going to create more of that. From the February 2nd to February 22nd of 2022, we're in a huge portal of this 22222 portal. The angel number is of balance. So the universe is really helping us balance all the areas of our life, and we're being super supported right now to choose that version of ourselves that is the most balanced, that is the highest version of ourselves. So ask that version of yourself, who am I and what would I do in this moment? How would I take care of myself? Because chances are the energy and the message that you get will not be that old version of yourself of what you would do in that moment, right? So you have to learn the self-love, self-care without anybody else. And when you can take care of yourself in that way, then, and you're super clear and ruler of your thoughts, then and only then can somebody come in and not rock your boat or not shake your foundation, right? So what is the overall energy that you're navigating this month? That Two of Coins, that's the balancing. You're going to be learning how to balance mind, body, and spirit, and creating this strong foundation in your physical life, in your reality, and in every area of your life in the physical, right? And the clarifiers for that were the King of Crystals. So yep, you're going to like become a boss of your finances and the things in your physical reality. Awakening, you're opening up to some new energies. So really allow that, really anchor into that future version of yourself of who you're stepping into. Remember, take that leap of faith. The Fool card came through twice. Pay attention to your emotions, to the shadows within. Really look at who you're being called to be. Really feel into every decision that you're making, right? You have two major arcana cards here, which is amazing. And then you had the Fool twice, which is a major arcana. We had the Justice and the Sun card, as well as Perspective, which are all major arcana, and the Temperance card, which is a major arcana. Like, you guys have a lot of major stuff happening, and this is like, how can I put this? If you follow my cosmic newsletter, I talked a lot about the way that we're shifting in foundational aspects of our lives. So our foundation is completely shifting. So what you're needing to do is really focus when things are coming up and changing in your life. You need to focus, and when you're making or being called to make a decision, you need to feel into that decision. You can watch my other video on how to navigate with your INS and how to strengthen that, your internal navigation system, because you're utilizing your heart and your body as a compass and a barometer, right? Our cells, on a cellular level, we know what is right and wrong for us, but we have to learn how to like get off of the track of our mind and letting the logical mind think, and then doing the pros and cons and weighing it out, and what does society say, and what do I think I should do, and what, would somebody want me to do? It needs to come from within more than anything. And then we had the Eight of Crystals reverse. So it's not so much about like, you're not honing your craft, you're literally honing in on balancing every aspect of your life to start with a strong foundation and then to move outward from there. So let me pull an oracle card for you all. So what do my Aries babes need to know? For the month of February, what other messages do you have? for my Aries babes this month? Okay. We have roots and the land of Oz. Yep. Okay. So your roots, your foundation, the thing that you literally plant and ground down into of what you're creating in this reality, it needs to come. When you think about the Wizard of Oz, you know, it's this place of, you know, they're off to see the wizard. They're off to see this person who can make all their dreams come true, who can give the Tin Man a heart and or the Tin Man a brain, and the lion courage, you know, and help Dorothy get home, right? And so it's like you need to be in this idealistic setting of creating the container of what you want your life to look like, of who you are supposed to be in that life, and keep toggling and anchoring into that version of yourself on a daily basis. And the business of this is to, every time you make a decision, toggle to that future version of yourself that you're stepping into, choosing her or him, and then saying, what decision would you make in this moment? Feel into it, plant those roots, and then move forward. Take that leap of faith from that version of yourself. And I'm guarantee you everything starts to align when you start choosing alignment, when you align your mind, body, and soul together of what you're creating on the reality, what you're focusing on in the reality. And so what I mean by this too, let me just put this in layman's terms. If your soul is calling for something like a move to the mountains, right? And you live in the desert, and your physical reality is rooted in the desert, but you're constantly dreaming about the mountains. You're constantly daydreaming and like thinking about how to vacation there, or, you know, you are constantly getting these visions of going to the mountains, right? So that's your soul calling for that. But your physical reality, your body is in the desert. And your mind can't see how to get from the desert to the mountains without going bankrupt, or, you know, it's like, well, how can I do that? I don't understand how I can do that. So then you just don't do anything, right? You make a choice to just stay in the job that you're doing and to stay where you're at because it quote unquote makes sense in your logical mind. But your soul and your heart are asking for something bigger. You know, your soul's pulling you towards something, and your heart is saying, this is where we want to go because there's something here for you. So once you toggle to that future version of yourself, it needs to kind of look like, okay, well, if I'm being called to the mountains by my soul and my heart, like what is the choice I need to make? Maybe it's just looking at renting a house out there for a month and seeing what it feels like. Maybe it's like, oh, how much can I get for my place here if I Airbnb it? It's like, oh, maybe it's the job that you're doing, you're super unfulfilled in, you know, like really look at that. Like that's taking and taxing on your heart and your soul if you're doing something that is not in alignment with what you're being called to do. And so let's say like all you want to do is play music, or, you know, sometimes you have to take that leap of faith, put everything on the line. And I'm not telling you to quit your job today and move to the mountains and go play music, you know, but if that is what your soul is calling you to do, sometimes we have to take that leap of faith or set up a plan and put it into motion of like, okay, I'm going to save up this much. I'm going to put in my month's notice. And in that month, I'm going to start looking for gigs to play and places to stay. And literally, once you get into alignment with what your soul and your heart are asking for, everything else in your physical reality starts to line up. Everything starts to make sense, even if it doesn't make sense to your logical mind or to anyone else's logical mind, okay? So that is what I was trying to say with the like syncing of the mind, body, and soul. So I'm going to do one more card for my Aries babes here, and it's just going to be a moon card, a little oracle card, of what energy you are needing to hold or focus on as you navigate this stuff throughout the month. And please leave a comment or share this with another Aries if this resonated with you. Let me know where you're at. I would love to hear from you. All right, Spirit. So can we get an oracle on what energy my beautiful Aries need to be anchoring into? Yep. Okay, here it is. Power and gratitude. You have the power to create anything you want in this life, anything. You are the only thing that is stopping you from that. And it's that decision. You have that choice every minute, every second of every day. You need to step into your power. You need to embody that future version of yourself, start toggling to whoever he or she is, and start making those choices. And then you need to be in gratitude for everything that you are creating, for all that you've been through, for all that you've grown through, for everything that you've been focused on, that you're learning from, and for maybe even finding this video and getting this message today. Have gratitude for the things in your life that are working, that are good. Remember, it's you toggling to that future version of yourself, and it needs to be this like heightened container of like, you know, the dream. Get out of the reality, this 3D reality. If your life doesn't look like that right now, like, fuck it. Your life doesn't look like that right now. Don't focus on that. Focus on what it is that you want to create. Focus on the thing. Step into your power. Have gratitude for the things that are working. Have gratitude for the people, the friends that are around you, for the people that you have to support you, for maybe a friend that you have up in the mountains or wherever you're being called to. Go see them, like, really start to tap into an attitude of gratitude, because it's going to raise your vibration and it's going to help you create this Oz or this container for what it is you're stepping into in the future. Okay, Aries, I hope that was super helpful. We are going to move on now to my Leo babes, my lion babes. Whew. That was a good one. That was good. I was in a channeling whirlwind. All right. So, Spirit, let's see. Timestamp is 27:27. We are moving into our Leos. What do our Leos have in store? What energy are they working through this month, for the month of February? I'm going to just write down that timestamp so I don't have to rewatch this all the way through. All right, one more shuffle, Spirit say. All right, so my Aries babes, what are we in store for? What are my Aries working on this month, Spirit? Ooh, Akashic Records. It was reversed, but this one never really is reversed, so I'm just going to put it upright. And what do my Aries have to look forward to this month? Yep, transformation and the Two of Cups. Ooh, love it. Leos, you are on fire already. What challenges or lessons are my Leos learning this month? Ooh, the Seven of Swords. Yep, you're learning, seeing clearly through deceptions, not deceiving yourself anymore. I need a little sip of something. I talked too long. And what is the spiritual guidance or solution for my Aries this month? Serenity and oppression, both reversed. And then what is the overall energy that you will be navigating this month? What is the overall energy my Aries are navigating this month? Justice upright and the Sun reversed. All right, let me get you guys some clarifiers. We're going to pull from a different deck. I'll link all the decks that I use in the notes below. I also have an Oracle deck that's on pre-order. I thought this was going to be out for the holidays, but I've been having trouble with the printer and the way that it's coming out, and I just haven't been happy with it. So it's taking a little longer than normal or than I was anticipating, but those will be coming out soon. You can order those Oracle decks on my website. The link is down below as well. All right. So can I get a clarifier on this Akashic Records card? Ooh. Okay. So we got the Lovers upright, the Seven of Swords reversed again, the Hanged Man upright, the Two of Swords upright, and then over here we got the Well upright. So there's a lot, Leos, that you are traversing this month, but it's all looking really good, actually. Can I get a clarifier for what my Aries have to look forward to this month, Spirit? Can I get a clarifier? Ooh. I feel like one of these are going to drop into my tea at any minute. We got the Magician reversed and the Three of Swords reversed. So, Leos, I like this for you. I feel like you guys are having a big shift in your relationships in a very good way. What are the challenges or lessons that they're learning? Clarifier on that. All of these came out sideways. So we got the King of Swords. This was coming out on that Seven of Swords, that deception card. So we got the King of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Ten of Wands. So there's been some stuff that's been weighing heavy on y'all, and you're, I think, going to be able to see what that is and why that is, and come out of that. This is great. Okay, and so can I get a clarifier for the spiritual guidance or solution, please, Spirit? Yep, Ten of Swords again. Oh, it's not again, but yeah, there's some heavy stuff that you guys have been dealing with, and the Oppression card and the Ten of Swords are both in sync with that. Okay, so what is the overall energy clarifier for that? We have the King of Cups reversed, I'm sorry, sideways, and then the Page of Wands upright, Temperance reversed, and the Six of Cups reversed. All right, let's get into it. Okay, my beautiful Leos. So the Akashic Records cards, you guys are dealing with soul contracts this month. There's a lot of stuff in your Akashic Records. If you don't know anything about the Akashic Records, it is the record of souls. It is every record of your soul and every life that you've ever lived, every experience you've ever had, and every potential experience, opportunity, and life that you could possibly live, right? That's all stored here in the Akashic Records. Some people call it the Book of Souls, some people call it the Book of Life in the Bible, you know, like this goes by many names, but the Akashic Records are the record of souls. So what I'm getting here is you may be going through, you guys got the Seven of Swords twice here. This one is reversed. And then in the what challenges or lessons that you're learning, that one is upright. So maybe somebody hasn't been completely honest with you, a lover, a partner, a deep friendship, like someone that your heart is deeply entwined with. There's been some stuff that's been hidden, and you're starting to see things from a different perspective. You're starting to take the blindfold off and understand that you need to make a decision moving forward. And as you do that, it's almost like the Akashic Records are being open and you're being given all access to all information of this timeline with this person and this relationship. And it's like, it's almost like you're seeing the whole thing, and now you get the choice to take the blindfold off or leave it on and let things continue. But you're not going to do that. I feel like you're stepping into something else. This Well upright is like a flow of new information, a flow of excitement and nurturing, you know, yourself and nurturing that love as the, you know, you lose the veil, right? As the veil drops and you see the actual truth, you get to choose from a place of love whether or not you're going to nurture this and help it heal, or you're going to walk away. So what do you have to look forward to? I'm seeing a big transformation in this relationship. okay? This could be the relationship with yourself, but I'm feeling like this is a partnership of some sort, whether that's a business partnership or that your heart is really invested in, or a intimate partnership. There's a huge transformation happening, and these came out upside down, so there's like alchemically there's something already happening that you don't have any sort of like control over. What I'm getting is like, you don't have to be the alchemist. It's like happening for you, and it's revealing this third party situation or whatever that deceit was that was being withheld from you, or that you were withholding from yourself, you know. But it's like you're being catalyzed and activated in a way for this transformation to happen without you really having to do anything. Everything's coming to light, okay? And so what challenges or lessons are you learning this month? There's that Seven of Swords again. You're seeing, almost for the first time ever, what I'm getting, this like hit of like, holy shit, how did I miss this? Like, how could I not see this? Like, it all makes sense now. And it was heavy. It was oppressive. There was like a lot of weight on your shoulders from this. And what I'm getting is like, you're learning how to trust your instincts. You're learning how to find that instinctual center within yourself, whether you're, you know, a sacral instinct, you know, you have a gut instinct, or you get like channeled messages from above and you have like an open head instinct, you know, like where your third eye is bringing it into you, or your heart or your body's telling you something. Like, you're learning you're figuring out what your instinctual response is and how to listen to that. And as you do this, you're right in the process of this. Like, something just happened. I'm getting like, maybe something just happened in your life or is about to happen, and it's all gonna like, boom, like really, like you're gonna see the whole timeline, and it's all gonna become really clear, and you're gonna become, or you're on your way to becoming, this king of your thoughts, right? This like ruler of your thoughts, and seeing things clearly from a higher perspective. And all you need to focus on, these all came out sideways. So it's like, I feel like you're right in the midst of this. It's like something just happened, and like maybe the timeline's being stretched out and you're being able to see it from above and see how everything played out. But it's like, all you need to focus on now is what you're doing and how you're moving forward in the physical reality. So you're focusing on, quote unquote, your craft of who you are, how you carry yourself, how you show up in the world, how you react or choose not to react. But you're seeing things from a higher perspective, from a higher timeline. You're learning your instinctual like truth, and you're learning how to trust that and what that really means, okay? And the oppression is like almost like I'm getting like letting like a pressure cooker. It's like you finally turned off the heat and you release the steam, and it's like psh, like I'm just seeing all this like tension and pressure being released from your physical field. Okay, and so what is the spiritual guidance or solution? The opposite of oppression. So to take the veil off, like you're starting to see behind the veil. You're learning how to like juggle all these things in your reality. And these are all like, what I'm getting is all these things that are like kind of in motion around this person that's hidden behind this veil and under this oppression. It's like, these are all the areas or aspects of your life that have been kind of in limbo, right? And it's like, you're coming out of that, but you're needing to find serenity. You're still kind of in this hell or prison, if you will. Like, you feel like stabbed in the back a little bit about this deception. Try to find peace around it. Try to forgive yourself for maybe not seeing it or not listening or not seeing the red flags. Give the person grace for, you know, try to see it from a different perspective of why things may have been hidden in the first place, because of their fear of losing you, or of maybe not knowing what they wanted. And I'm not saying that it's right, whatever they did, but this is like, you're needing to turn the table on this like oppression and the like martyrdom and feeling like you've been attacked, because ultimately that is what it kind of feels like. It's like you didn't see it coming and you got stabbed in the back, you know, like it blindsided you. And so whatever you can do, if that's taking space or if that is just creating some sort of time for yourself to really focus on serenity, self-care, drop into meditation, ground this energy however you can and get it out of your physical body and field. And this may have to happen multiple times a day, but what's beautiful about that, I'm going to ask for a little bit more clarity here. I'm going to pull an oracle card. Can we get some clarity or an oracle card for this spiritual guidance or solution, please? We're gonna get these ones that flipped over. Yeah, Death Mother, the Seer, and the Scales. So you're needing to allow this death to happen. You're needing to allow that version of yourself that's hurt and that version of the person that hurt you die off. You're needing to let that, like, the grief set in and see this as like a completion of living out of integrity, right? And now that you're the seer and you see things from different perspective, now you can start to balance the scales however you see fit. So that's kind of what needs to happen. You're needing to really take time for yourself to learn who you are and what this instinctual, you know, feeling is that you're learning how to use, and you need to learn how to strengthen that, how to utilize that more in your day-to-day life. And so you're going to start to do things I'm seeing this month that are going to help you balance the scale. So continue to make choices that help you align. You're going through a really, really big transformation, Leo. And it's through this relationship, that's the catalyst that is helping you transform. Okay, and so what is the overall energy that you're going to be navigating this month? Justice and the Sun reversed. So Justice upright, balancing the scales, here we go again. And then the Sun, learning how to take care of yourself, how to honor yourself, how to be the light and not look at this other person as like stealing your light, you know, like this is some big energy and a big transformation into like how to be your own source of energy and your own source of upliftment and your own strong being, you know. I mean, when you think about our solar system, all of the planets revolve around the Sun. How can you make the rest of your life revolve around you as opposed to you being in orbit to someone else's life? So the overall energy that you're navigating this month, this one came out sideways, the King of Cups. So whoever that, maybe it's that masculine or the king, being the king of your heart, like understanding what that, the ruler of your heart, what that actually means for you. And then the Page of Wands, this could mean a move, actual move in your physical reality of your home or work or job. But there's going to be a lot of movement in your field. You're going to be learning how to balance the scales. This is coming through again, Temperance again. You got Temperance twice in just this overall energy that you're navigating this month. One is reversed and one is upright. So it's like you're learning how to balance. What I'm getting is like you've kind of figured out the balance in your mind. Now you're learning how to balance. You're going to be learning how to balance your heart and how to trust your heart again. And the you know, whatever this relationship was, there may be kids involved. There may be a whole family that is, you know, being restructured and possibly falling apart or falling together and growing stronger, but restructuring in the sense of like familial, like there's something that is really big on the family front that is going to be shifting this month too. So I hope that was helpful. I'm going to pull an oracle card for y'all, my dear Leos. And not to say that this is bad, right? It's like, this is a huge transformation in how you love, how you show up in your relationships, how you hold yourself and somebody else accountable, and in integrity. You know, like this is big work, but it's good. It's necessary work for us to be that future version of ourselves, for us to be that highest version of ourselves. Okay, Spirit, so can you give me an oracle card, for my Leos? I'm sorry, Chico. My dog's laying right here and that just flew over on him. Okay, so we got Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, Teacher. So just know that this is something that is necessary that's happening. And it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. And you're surrounded by ascended masters, by archangels, by guides, by your higher self. And there's a lot of spirits in the background and, you know, through the ethereal realm and in realms that we can't really see. But they're here helping and supporting you through this. So call upon, it's saying the Sisterhood of the Rose, so call upon any of those goddesses that you feel really drawn to, any of those angels or spiritual ascended masters that have lived on the earth that you feel really connected with. So call upon those higher women that you know of that, and focus on the beauty and devotion. Focus on harnessing your energy and working with them in your physical reality. And it says Priestess, Mystic, Teacher, and learn whatever it is that they have to teach you. You know, if you're really drawn to, like I started working with Hecate. She's a goddess of actually like witchcraft and there's a whole story there, but it's like she's seen as kind of like the ruler of the underworld, even though she's not the ruler of the underworld, but she stands at the gates because of the Greek mythology story where she broke herself into 3 beings to look all the way around for whose daughter was it that got kidnapped and taken to the underworld. So it's like that's why she's there, right? But she's also depicted as the maiden, the mother, and the crone, right? So it's like if you feel really drawn, or all of a sudden you start some sort of deity or being or mystic or teacher that's a female comes to you. This could be some sort of saint like Saint Teresa or Kuan Yin or Isis. You know, if you all of a sudden like something's coming to you, like look them up, see what it is that they did in this world or are known for, like feel in your body if it resonates with you, you know, and this is going to help balance that divine feminine, divine masculine. What I'm getting is this might be just a really specific read for a person that's watching this that's a Leo. And, you know, I could be channeling this just for you because it feels very specific for one person. It feels like a female. So this could be that balancing of the divine feminine within you, based on what the divine masculine has done, right? But I mean, this could also be, this is a general reading, so this could be for more of the collective as well. But at the same time, it just feels very specific. So especially all the things that were kind of happening. So take it or leave it. You know, if it resonates, great. If it doesn't, that's okay. Watch your other ones and see if that is helpful to you as well. And if this did resonate, or if you know somebody that it would resonate for, please share it with them. Like and comment. I'd love to hear more about your experience. And let's pull you guys, for my Leos, a moon card now. So what energy are you having to, or what energy do you need to like create in your container to help you navigate this moving forward? Okay, abundance, yeah. You're not lacking in any way, shape, or form from what has happened. You need to see everything as a beautiful flow of life, and that everything in the forest is coming into being. This is the hunter moon. So this is, I think, the full moon around, and the number 38 is on here, which comes down to the number 11. So this is new beginnings for you. You need to have a new sense of new beginnings and abundance, right? That love is all around you, that support is all around you, that even though you may have been wronged or stabbed in the back, that you're not without at all, and harvesting this abundance in your life however you can. Something else that I'm getting is in my new moon meditation, there's a part in it where you enter a forest, and all the forest animals and all the plant kingdoms and everything kind of comes together to help support you. So if you need support right now, I highly recommend going onto my Patreon, becoming a member at the 1111 Awaken tier, and doing that meditation. It will be super, super helpful for you to really harness in this abundance energy and where you're going, where you're moving into. Okay, so my beautiful Leos, I hope that was helpful. I love you. I feel like that was a very, very specific read. And so, like I said, that may have just been for somebody that I was channeling that was going to be watching. So take it or leave it. If parts of it resonated, take what resonated with you, leave the rest, you know, and just know that these are general. They're supposed to come through how they come through, but sometimes Spirit has a very specific request for somebody and wants to get that message through, and I am just the conduit. So that is that. All right, moving on to my Sagittariuses. We are at 5215. I'm gonna write that down. All right, so my beautiful Sages, what is it that you have to look forward to this month? We're going to use a different set of cards altogether now. I think this is the first time I've used these cards on this video. And like I said, I will link all the decks below that I use. They may not all be, I just kind of like copy and paste those every week or every month. So some of these may be there, some of them may not, but all the decks that I use are down there. All right, what do my Sagittariuses need to know for the month of February? So what are my Sagittariuses working on this month, Spirit? Ooh, a lot. Okay, we got the Chariot reversed, the Ace of Swords, the Death card reversed, and Strength reversed. So I'm a Sagittarius. This should be interesting. I feel like Spirit really speaks to me when it's my sign as well. So, but I know this is general for everybody here, and that is my intention. All right, so what do my beautiful Saggies have to look forward to for the month of February? The One of Coins, Ace of Coins reversed, and then the 10 of Rods reversed, of Wands reversed. So we're moving out of oppression and into some new, a new physical reality. That's cool. Okay, so what are the challenges that my Saggies are learning? The Fool, how to step forward, take a leap of faith. And then what is the spiritual guidance or solution for my Sagittariuses this month? Ooh, so many cards came out. I don't want to take them all. The World reversed, I'll take the top three. The Hermit reversed, and the 8 of Coins reversed. Okay. So that's the spiritual guidance or solution. And what is the overall energy that my Saggies are navigating this month? Again, oh wow. Some of these other ones that fell out before came out again, so I guess we have to take them. We got the Emperor reversed, the Three of Cups, the Six of Swords, the Hierophant upright, the Star card upright, and then the Four of Swords. Oof. Okay, so let's pull some clarifiers for my beautiful Sagittariuses. Spirit's got a lot to say for us Saggies this month. Lots of new beginnings, I'm guessing. All right, can I get a clarifier on what my Sagittariuses are working on this month, please, Spirit? Can I get a clarifier on what my Sagittariuses are working on this month? Thank you. The Moon reversed. Can I get a clarifier for what my Sagittariuses have to look forward to for the month of February, please? Spirit, can we do less? Okay, I'm getting to take them all. Four of Coins upright, King of Cups upright, Ace of Coins upright, the Star card reversed, and then the Sun upright. Okay, and so what are the challenges or lessons that my Sagittariuses are learning? Okay, Spirit, I feel like you're just playing with me now. One of them went really flying. Okay, not gonna take all of them. I'm gonna ask that question again. Okay, Spirit, can we just get one or two cards, please? Can I get a clarifier for the spiritual guidance or solution? Oh, actually, hold on. We got the challenges. I actually didn't pull one for spiritual guidance or solution. I'm one short. Okay, so we got the Nine of Coins, the Queen of Wands reversed, and the Hierophant reversed. Can I get a spiritual guidance or solution for Sagittarius this month? One of Cups, Ace of Cups reversed. Okay, can I get a clarifier on this spiritual guidance? The Ten of Wands and then the Page of Wands, both upright. And then can I get a clarifier for the overall energy? Jesus. Okay, Spirit. Enough of this, okay? I really feel like they're like having fun right now. So I'm just gonna pull this card on the bottom because so many cards fell out, which is the Lovers. All right, here we go, Sag. Are you ready? Okay, so for what we're working on this month, we got the Chariot reversed. Things are gonna, hold on. Chariot reversed, Strength card reversed, the Death card reversed, and then the One or Ace of Swords, and then the Moon. So looking at our depths of our shadows, Sagittarius, where have your emotions been? What have you been really toggling or linking yourself to? And knowing that there's gonna be a new beginning there. There's a new perspective or a new way of looking at things, a new thought pattern that's arising from this. And from that, there's going to be an ego death. There's going to be some sort of like dying off or like shedding process that happens, and a resurrection that comes from that. and there's going to need to be strength. And with this Chariot card reversed, usually the Chariot means that things are going to happen really quickly. This may take a little bit of time. It may not happen overnight, but there's going to be like an unfoldment process happening, is what I'm getting. So think about where in your life that your emotions have been really, really tied to, the things that deep within your heart emotionally you've been giving a lot of energy towards. That's what you're going to be working on this month, okay? And so what do you have to look forward to? We have the end of oppression, which is really great. That 10 of Wands reversed. The Fool taking a leap of faith. And, oh, maybe that was our challenges or lessons. I think maybe these overlapped. Well, let's see. And then the Ace of Coins reversed. So you've like ended the oppression. You've ended the negative. You've gone through that ego death already. You've already begun this new physical reality. You've already like stepped and, you know, set this in motion. And so what's needing to come from that is you're needing to be the sun. You're needing to be that source of energy for yourself, and focusing solely on yourself, not on the other person that you're calling in or the thing that you're calling in. Like, you need to live as if it has already come, because you got the Star card reversed. It's like you're the star of the show, but it's like you don't have to put on the show. Like, it's already is, right? And so that you got this Ace of Coins again, upright now. It was reversed here. And the King of Cups, so there may be a new masculine coming into your life. This can be a feminine or a female or a male, just somebody that carries that divine masculine energy. And this need to like conserve your money, conserve your expenses, you know, be really conscientious about what you're spending money on, because you're going to need that money moving forward. But there's a new, I guess, turn of the Wheel of Fortune. You didn't get the Wheel of Fortune here, but I'm getting there's a turn that's happening that's already been set in motion, okay? And you just have to kind of write it out from here because things are already moving, okay? And so what lessons or challenges are you learning? We have the World reversed, the 8 of Coins, learning how to own your craft, how to be in the world in this different way. And then the Hermit reversed. You're coming out of your cocoon phase. You're coming out of like being on your own, and you're stepping into beautiful fulfillment in your physical reality, you creating abundance in your physical reality. Again, you got this Hierophant card, but it's reversed. You got it later on in the overall energy. So it's moving out of the constructs of the way things have always been done. Like, you're going kind of against the grain, or like carving your own path through this. And the Queen of Wands reversed. There's a lot of action happening, but it's not even like you're having to do anything, because there's a lot of action happening around you. You just have to hold the frequency is what I'm getting. And knowing that this is more of a lesson, like that you literally don't have to do a whole lot to make a lot of shit happen in your life. You're like learning how to be the alchemist. You're learning how to harness your energy in a more efficient way. And so what is the spiritual guidance or solution? We got the Ace of Cups reversed, and it almost feels like this is the challenger lesson, and the spiritual guidance was what I just read. It almost feels like this is reversed here. But this Ace of Cups, we have the 10 of Wands reversed, which is that oppression card. And then we have the Page of Wands, which is like new fire, new energy. I mean, this could be your spiritual guidance, but it's like, I feel like you're coming out of oppression. I don't feel like you are in oppression. So it's like the challenges or lessons that you're learning. I feel like this is kind of, let's reverse these, because the challenges or lessons that you're learning is like, you don't have to do the hard work. Like, the hard work is more energetic than like physical, okay? And when we do that, we become this like fire starter where we create movement and action in our lives. And so there's new love that's coming on the horizon, and new things that are toggling to your heart and being like created from your heart center, but it's like, it hasn't happened quite yet. It's not in the physical reality yet, but you don't have to push it. You don't have to force it. It's coming. You just have to start and strike that match, okay? And so what is the overall energy that you're navigating this month? So much came out for this. Well, the Lover's card came out for the, which is beautiful, but that was the one card that flew out, and it, like, too many flew out, so I just grabbed the top one. But that was the one that came out for your clarifier. So what came through was the Emperor reversed, which wanted to come out in the last lot that had fallen out. The Three of Cups, which is all about like celebration, that one's upright. The Four of Swords, which is about like taking time to yourself, getting clear on what you want, you know, sitting in meditation. The Star card upright, which you guys got the Star card reversed before, learning how to do that. That's like something you have to look forward to. But like the overall energy is you are going to become the star of your life. The Hierophant, like, I'm getting this, like, usually the Hierophant is like tradition and doing things traditionally. It's like you're creating your own tradition this month. And then you got the Six of Swords, which is passage. You're moving into something completely new with someone new, with something very close to your heart, whether that's a loved one, an intimate relationship, a lover, a friend, a business partnership, like something that your heart, you're giving it all to. You're like literally learning how to navigate all these areas of your life to really be the star of the show and to create your own tradition and like hold this frequency for passage for this love to come in. Oh my God, I love that. Okay, let me pull an oracle now for my beautiful Sagittariuses. This is hopeful for me too. I've been craving love and wanting a partnership, a healthy partnership. So this is good news on the horizon for anybody that is wanting those like strong foundations and to really anchor in abundance and learn how to like be the star of their own universe, you know? All right, Spirit, can I get an oracle for my beautiful Sagittariuses? We got Shameless and Second Star. I love that. So you got to be shameless in the things that you're asking for and the things that you're moving towards. Like, you can't hold guilt or shame around who you've been or how you got there. You know, you need to make amends with all of that. And you need to align with this second star, with this version of yourself that you're stepping into. You know, it's like the split needs to happen of that old version of yourself into the new version of yourself, and then walking through this portal and saying, fuck yes to your life. Fuck yes to the things that you're calling in. Excuse my language, pardon my French, but like, if it's not a fuck yes, it should be a no. And that's the energy that you need to be in, Sagittarius. That's what we need to harness in as your oracle for the month of like creating and letting go, surrendering, doing that shedding process of that older version of yourself. Like I said in Aries video, if you haven't looked at my Instagram or you don't follow me on Instagram, I highly recommend checking out my last reel, my Spirit Speaks reel, the channeled message for the day, and then my last written post. because both of those are talking all about that and the choice that we have right now with the energy that we're in. Okay, so can I get a moon card for the energy that my beautiful Sagittariuses need to be in to help them navigate? Yep, here it is again, surrender and gratitude. You need to be in gratitude for what you're creating, for what you're stepping into, for what is working in your life, for the things that are aligning, really focusing on your attitude of gratitude, which is going to heighten your vibration, and then surrendering to that, the old version of yourself, giving it over and up and let it go completely. Let that ego death completely happen. Shed all of that old you and step into the new. And it's almost like he's reaching his hand out and it almost looks like a horse or something. I mean, it's like, you know, some sort of star formation, but it, you know, it almost seems like it's giving it to him, or like some masked being is giving him a star. So it's almost as if you're like opening your hand and surrendering to what the universe wants to bring you. Let that come in. Let that beauty take hold and be grateful for whatever you receive. Oh, I love that for you, Sagittarius. I love my Saggies because I am a Saggy. All right, guys, I hope this was helpful. Again, if this was helpful and this resonated with you, please share this with a fellow Sagittarius or another fire sign that you know. And if this resonated with you, I'd love to hear your story, hear how it resonated with you. Feel free to leave a comment, like, follow. I love to hear from you guys. It's always fun to connect with who's watching this. And any way that you want to support my channel, I do have an Amazon wish list, and you can help support by buying a deck of cards and having it sent to me, and I will use it on the readings and give a shout out to you if you leave your name and who bought it, purchased it. Or I do have a PayPal and a Venmo down below if this was helpful and you want to donate, like you know, give a donation. It's not necessary, but always welcome, always appreciated. I love you guys, and if you want to book a session with me, you can do that. Link is below, and I have a ton of links on my website, so check it out. Love you guys. Mwah. Take care. Ciao.